Okay, let me start first.
His name is
Okay,
Hemant.
hi. Okay, hi Hemant, and my name is Deep, and so currently I am pursuing my PhD, and in between this time that I found that I have some spoken English problem, and I'm not feeling confident. So then I searched through
Yeah.
internet and I googled it. So I came across this app, Fluent Life, and then I have paid all the money and done all the necessities. And thereafter, they sent me to Kamlesh sir, and I think I had spent around 2 months with him, and it helped me in a very plentiful manner. So now I am somehow feeling more confident about my English and my pronunciation. So it's a good journey, and I think it's a very much learning, as well as I have came across many new things, new terminology, and so that's how it's all about my journey here in Fluent Life. And then thereafter he told me that we can also go for this group meeting, so it can further improve your communication skill. So today I think this is the second lecture of that group discussion series.
Yes, yes, Hemant.
Yes. Yeah, okay. Nice to hear about you, Deepji. Thank you for sharing your journey with Kamlesh sir. As when I am Hemansi Bhaskar from Korba, Chhattisgarh, and as your journey, that same thing happened with me. Earlier, I searched in Google for English speaking app. So one person contact me uh, by Fluent Life app, and I joined that course for 3 months, and I started my journey, and they gave me as a personal trainer Kamlesh sir, and I am happy to join with him, and he taught me different way to how I improve my English communication, and all these things benefit me a lot, and I learn smoothly. And earlier I have no things. I don't speak then before as a now current I am speaking. So it credit goes to Kamlesh sir, and right now I am left the Fluent Life app. Uh, uh, before left the Fluent Life app due to some personal reason, but right now I am connecting with Kamlesh sir, and he taught me as we conduct our classes. He never stopped me teaching, and so thank you very much, Kamlesh sir. And he said that uh, I I am conducting a group meeting where my students are attend the class, and we will discuss so with others. So that will definitely help you. So thank you. Okay, sir.
Okay, fine, fine. It was pleasant. Means you both for. So let me just introduce one of my other student. So his name is. Even I am forgetting sometime. I am just if I recall his its meaning. Its meaning is moon. I think. Mehens. What is your name? Sorry, this
Yeah,
Mehtab. Yes, Mehtab.
yeah.
So I think yes, Mehtab. These both are my students, and they are performing pretty cool, nice in a proper way right now.
Okay,
So I just asked him to introduce, and this is our second class.
okay,
So you are yes. So I just asked them all to. I just call them on a one platform so that they can explore their different areas. So that was my main reason. and today is the second class. So both have introduced themselves. And yes, so one is Deep, and the second one is this Hemant Bhaskar. And both are performing really well, and they have improved a lot. So within a 2 or 1 month, they have improved a lot, and I can see them right now that how they are speaking right now and the way back how they were performing. Okay, so Mehtab, yes, Mehtab, please introduce yourself to them.
Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Mehtab Mujawar, and I'm working in a logistic company from last 10 years as a team leader. And yeah, I joined this. I'm from Pune, Maharashtra, and I joined this Fluent Life because I want to improve on my vocabulary and fluency because I am trying for the next level, and somewhere I feel that I am not up to the mark in English when it comes to fluency and vocabulary. That's why I joined this class. So yeah, that is about me.
Okay, that's great
Uh,
for us all that we all have gathered here. Okay, so Deep, I think now to what? I think group discussion is the best then. Hello, Deep. Deep, I think he left it. Okay, leave, no worries. I think his internet connectivity issues are there. Okay, so I want to just ask, yes, again he came. Hello, Deep. Hello, Deep. He's on mute. Deep, hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, what happened? Hello,
Yes,
Deep.
hello. I'm getting your voice.
Yes, fine then.
The internet is the
Yes,
internet is
it's
highly
okay. It's
unstable
okay.
here.
So, two of our contestants have decided to go for deep group discussion on a stress management. Okay. Hello. Hello, Deep. Hmm. I think yes, means I think it's irreparable issue. Okay, fine. Then let's start. So, common question to both of you, and
yes, sir.
we all can speak in between. It is fine. Okay, whatever the point you get, you can speak that. So whenever you think like that, some people have or while suppose Hemant stuck in the between. So, ma'am, Mehtab, you can take a stand. Okay.
Okay.
So the better you maintain the regularity, it will help you a lot. So yes, what are your views that do stress and management? Is it the need of the hour or we can manage our life without it also? Common question to both of you.
Mm,
Okay,
yeah,
Leo. Yes, yes, go ahead.
yeah. I would like to answer this. I mean, stress management nowadays is very important because we now our day-to-day life is uh, occupied with a lot of responsibilities. We need to deal with so many different people, different tasks. Talking about my routine, I'm working in a corporate organization where I have to deal with a lot of I have to deal with a lot of stress because there are targets, there are deadlines that I need to meet every day. So for that, I need to prioritize my work. If I do not prioritize them, then it becomes very stressful. And if I am not meeting those deadlines or targets, then I have to answer a lot of. I mean, I have to answer to my managers and my supervisor. So, so it is very stressful to justify that. So for me, when it comes to my routine or my professional life, stress management is very important for me. That is what I feel. And in general, also, yeah, we feel. I mean, we should look at that aspect
Yes,
nowadays. Yeah.
yes, yes, Hemant.
Yes, sir. Stress. Uh, when we go through in our lives, then we will find that most of time and most of things easily brings stress in our life. Some is family issue, and another thing is work. During our work, someone blaming us to you don't do your work properly. So uh, all these negative mind negative words brings stress in our life. And stress, when we feel that stress about when we thinking that about the stress, so it is the it is the it is going a bigger task for us. So uh, we need to that overcome this stress and never think about the uh, because stress, if we are regular thinking about stress, then we will find that we don't do our best. But people's if we do something good, uh, then people say something, and if we don't do good, then yeah, yeah, people every kind every situations people uh, brings they don't look our positive way things, they always think our negative thing, they looking on us that they don't do okay, sir.
Okay,
I
fine, fine.
think I yeah.
Okay,
So
they are.
we should manage our states, and
Mm.
never thinking about uh,
We should never think about the negative or externalities, right? Deep,
yes,
are you there?
yeah.
Yeah, I am here.
Yes, Deep, what are your views on stress management? What do you think that it is
So,
necessary or need of the hour?
yeah. So in the recent time, especially after this industrial revolution is taking place, and the compact and uh, things are more compact, and yeah, especially in the corporate world, they are suffering from various issues. So among which I think stress and stress management is one of the most important thing. So uh, in the modern time, most of the people they suffer from stress at some time during their day-to-day life. So this stress, it can be mainly it occurs, or it happens due to this environment. It may be from your family, or it may be from your relationships, or it may arise from your from your professional life. So uh, it emerged as a means one of the most threatful situation for many people. So if a person who continuously face stress, anxiety, then it definitely going to cause a bigger problem, that is the depression. And once you are in a situation of depression, then those person, they cut off from the society, and I think they torture themselves, and that's how their life, their life,
Turns
it
miserable,
converted
right?
into a misery. Yeah,
Yes,
it
that life
converted
turns miserable.
their life turns miserable.
Mm.
And that's how it is a very essential or a very important thing, that the people should talk about stress, anxiety, and depression without any hesitation. So in today's world, one of the important aspect, I think, the yoga, which we all know that it can help you to get over or get rid of the stress, anxiety. And there are some other medication are also there, but rather than going for a meditation, I would like to prefer to do yoga and your friend circle. So try to be connected with the people who have some positive vibes, and who always try to enthusiast you. So that's how you will cope up all those problems.
Okay, great. Deep, okay, you guys, what are your views? Do the stress has any positive extra outcome? Question to you all.
Yeah, I think up to a short means if you are stressed for your examination, a little bit stress is beneficial. But one cannot judge that. It's very difficult to means man. It is very difficult to quantify the amount of stress that is beneficial, and above that it will show a negative impact. So up to an extent means a little bit stress is important, that I have to do my work, I have to do all the things
Hmm.
in a time dependent manner, so that is good. But when it exceed or it cross the line, and then it becomes a problem for us.
Okay, Mehta, what are your views? How would you justify that stress, being in a stressful situation, helps at some extent? So, can you justify that sentence?
Um, I don't think, sir, because being in a stressful situation will not give you any positive output. Yes, definitely. If during stress, if you are managing the stress, then it will give you positive results. But that is differ person to person, how much stress that person can bear. Okay,
Hmm.
so whenever you are in stress, many times we take wrong decision. Many a times we do not able to understand the situation because you are totally in a different mindset. So we should always be calm to take proper decision or to deal with the problem that we are facing, because stress is there, that is for sure, because that is the part of our lifestyle nowadays. That can be that stress can be there from your professional point of view. Also
Hmm.
in your personal life, there might be some financial issues, relationship issues. Stress are is everywhere, but how you are managing it, then it depends on that, and results are also depends on that. So stress it will never be beneficial for anyone, I think.
Okay, okay, fine. It is not, I think, yes, it's not beneficial. But how would you just justify? Because if, let me give one example.
Mhm.
For example, I put in this way that famous scientist Thomas Alva Edison. Nowadays, even after we go somewhere wrong while experiment something, then we just we become stressful. So in that situation, he had discovered a bulb after failing 1,000 times, right? So I think that what kind of stress he might have overcome. So
Yeah,
that was also a stressful situation. And I think more than us, each and every scientist goes whenever he is discovering, he puts his whole energy and into experiment for a even for a minor thing, right?
correct.
So I think there are many scientists who just spend their whole life, and at the last, that it may happen that their experiment go wrong. So I think yeah, to some extent, even stress can also produce some better outcome. Right? Let me just tell in this way that Gautam Buddha was really stressful at his early age. He was in search of truth. Later on, he did a lot of meditation. He wandered here and there, and after that, he transformed himself into an enlightened person. And so the world knows him that yes, what kind of, or we also proud of him that we have such a great personality in our life, right?
Right.
So each and every, I think at some extent, stress also has some positive outcome. Yes, Hemant. So what are your views?
Yes, sir, I agree with you that stress is essential part in our life because uh, most of time we get easily stress our situation. So one of my colleagues said that it's easy to but how we manage is that is very important. So
one year, then it will definitely hamper all your then it will definitely hamper your personality,
Personal life, yes.
including your mental,
Deep,
emotional,
tell
and
me where
physical health.
stress comes.
This,
So,
I think, the main reason is the stress is behind the pressure. A pressure of doing something good. Means, suppose in your examination you want
hello,
Stress
Deep.
comes
or
from
you want to
thinking
help in some in
thinking a
some
lot
field,
of
and if the
about
things are
something
not well according to the plan, and
again.
yeah, and suppose in a relationship, uh, a incident happened to my friend that he want to marry a girl, and a day, I think, suppose a week, they are just the means I think it is around 8 to 10 days before his marriage, and the girl he was then ran with some other guy, and then he was just stressed, and the whole thing became so pathetic, or it became so pathetic that the my friend has to get admitted in the hospital. So there are means we cannot generalize the whole picture, or we cannot generalize in a
So,
way,
okay,
but
okay,
it is a
okay,
context
Deep.
dependent thing.
Yes, yes, context dependent thing, right? So if I just justify your sentence, so I would
Hmm.
say that, for let me first of all point my sentence, that yes, do stress do impact all of us, but many a times stress paves a way for to achieve a better milestone, right? And as the
Yes,
Deep correctly
sometimes.
pointed out, so I would say that in that terms, I would say that if the stress is in our control, then it is
Hmm.
a milestone. It can help us to achieve a milestone. But the stress is such that we can't control, and still we are willing to control. Then it
No,
can
I
destroy,
would like to.
destroy us.
Yeah, I would like to add one thing. So
Yes,
during
yes,
this
please.
corona pandemic and last year, so many of the doctors, they are working 24 into 7 in a very stressful environment. So okay, they are working in a
because they
stressful
have prepared
environment. So
themselves that we
it is
need to work
it is
24 by 7.
so they are means, so at that time it is justified. Yeah.
Hmm.
So at that time of point, they have to take the pressure. Have to
Yes, definitely.
know, and you
Deep,
have
your sound is not
to,
clear.
Deep,
and
you are
you
having
you
connectivity.
cannot escape. But there are certain situations.
Hello, Deep. There are
So
connectivity issue from your side. We can't hear you properly.
uh,
Okay, just take a hold. Let me ask Mehtab and Hemant, what are your views?
Yes, sir.
You
For
want to
me, I
come up
think,
with one of them? Yes.
yeah, I think, sir, it is totally upon person how. I mean, there are two things: how you respond,
There are
or
two
whether,
sides of the same coin, right?
yeah, whether
Yes.
you are responding to the situation or reacting to the situation. So reacting and responding is totally different. If you are reacting to any incident immediately, stressful situation to immediately, then you will get into more stress. But if you are responding, for example, if you are thinking about this, what is it is happening with you, and what you can do to avoid this. So if you think about it for a minute and then respond to that situation, then definitely you are in a position to manage that stress, and that will give you positive outputs.
Yes,
So
positive outcomes. Yes.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Hemant.
Sorry, sir. What topic I speak?
Okay, okay.
I am discontinue with some moment for some moment.
Okay, okay, fine,
So
fine.
that is
Don't worry.
tell
Okay, so
me.
okay, let me know, Hemant. So many times you
Yeah,
might be in a stressful situation. So how did you
yeah,
come out of that? What made you come out of that, or how did you manage to just liberate yourself from that?
yeah, 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 sir. So uh, When, in my personal opinion, whenever I going through such kind of
Okay, okay,
stress situation in
okay.
my
Just
life.
1 minute. Hello, hello, Deep.
Yes, sir.
Are you there, Deep?
Yes.
Yes. So
Yeah, I am
Hemant,
there.
yes. So now, in within of 20 25 minutes, we will just wind up this session. So let me know that how you all might be in some stressful situation and you might have managed to come out of that. So
So I
okay,
will.
yes,
Can I share my story?
yes, yes. Please, please.
So in the past 6 months, I think those are the most critical time I
Okay,
have
Deep,
faced.
1 minute,
So
huh?
I
Deep,
have
one
to.
minute, Deep, 1 minute. So you all can just add some words which we all have discussed right now. It might be helpful to present yourself better. So Deep also uses many words. I also might have used like paving a way means to make a direction or make a path. To achieve a milestone means we achieve some target. These are the phrases can be used while having a conversation. So we all are speaking, provide giving our own contribution into this. So you can add or note that words if you want. Okay, yes, Deep.
So during the means the past 6 months was very critical for me, and I have to face a lot of things, and the things are very up and down. So sometime I'm very up, and the next time and the next moment I'm in a very down situation. So to tackle all those things, I think your mind is the main culprit that gives you different thoughts and idea. So
Hmm.
I realized that inside you there is a hidden gem that is known as the mind. And if you observe your mind at which kind of suggestion he's continuously giving you, then after practicing, you will come to realize that your mind is playing with you up to an extent. So during a situation, your mind it will give you many thoughts, and those thoughts they always cause trouble for us. So then I try to read my mind. Then I try to try to observe my mind what he's throwing out of which kind of content he's throwing, and then slowly I realized that okay, then I have to pick up this thought and I have to leave the other thoughts. So then I realized and I opted or I managed in such a way that now I am in a position that I can take only those thoughts which are essential. The first one criteria is essential, and those are beneficial for me, and the other thoughts which are hampering my growth or which are just deviating me from my path, so I have to reject those thoughts. But it is not a very it is not a very easy process, because when you try to resist against your mind, it will create a whole illusion, then you
Hmm.
will stuck on that illusion. So you have to just observe your mind. So you have to just observe your day-to-day activity and which kind of thoughts you are getting, or which kind of thoughts you are getting in your mind. So if you visualize those thoughts and if you practice this thing, I think this stress related problem you can handle it in a good way. But it is not an absolute sense that after observing your mind you can solve everything, but it will reduce your stress to a lower level. I think it will help you,
Okay, okay,
because in
great.
life, no, because there are many things you can control yourself, but you cannot control others. If a person he is starting abusing you daily, then you can control yourself, but you can't control the other. He will
Yes,
always abuse you.
yes,
So these things work in up to an extent. These are not an absolute thing. You have just control yourself, so the situation will be good for you. The situation will remain the same, but it's your perspective towards the life or toward the situation changes, and then you will means then it will help you a lot.
yes, yes, great, Deep. Yes, can you would you like to contribute Mehtab and Ahmed? So that any
Yes,
story or something like that you might have overcome it in a better way. or while you were struggling?
Yes, sir. I remember. I have an example. Uh, it's from my professional experience. I mean, professional. I mean, workplace. It is a workplace example.
Mm-hmm.
Initial days, I used to find it very difficult to deal situations when I am occupied with lot of tasks. Let's see. I mean, as a team leader, you need always need to do multitask, and multitasking is expected from you.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so, so if you're not, so that's why they give you lot many tasks with same deadlines. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So so I used to my mind always used to occupy. I need to do this. I need to do that. So always I used to feel stressed about it. Then I discussed this thing with my superior, and they gave me a plan of action. They told me you should prioritize your work and you should block certain hours to certain tasks. Okay. And prioritizing thing is like, for example, if you want to do 10 tasks in a day, so you need to sort it out, what is most important, what is least important, what is not at all important. So you need to divide your task like that
Mm-hmm.
and keep most important thing first and focus on that first, complete that end to end, then keep it aside and then move on to second thing. While doing first task, do not jump into second task, so that will create stressful situation for you. So one at a time, I mean, we can say dealing things with one at a time, and with discipline manner, uh, you will be able to I mean, definitely you will be able to overcome on your stress. And I
Mm-hmm.
started implementing that, and I found it very interesting because I'm able to complete my task within deadline, all the tasks, and I'm not at all feeling stressful nowadays because I'm
Mm-hmm.
prioritizing it and completing it one by one.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Yes, Hemant.
Uh, yes, sir. So when I feel stress in my life, then uh, I think that this situation is not good for me. In that situation, I I I go in front of my Lord, and
Mm-hmm.
I believe that God gives right way to sort out this situation in my life. So God gives me and he overcome the situation, and I think uh, uh, with positive thought, we we decrease stress in our life. So uh, I go through spiritual things, that situation we do not control in our efforts, in our mindset and our our strength. So that situation definitely decrease if we faith in our God. So he gives a way to and he he change our conditions in our life. So I believe in God. So God gives me overcome my stress, and I feel good when I came to God, and he gives me positive way to manage the situation which is not good for me. So
Okay,
yeah,
great. Okay, fine.
that is
Fine, fine. Okay, now let us come to the conclusion. Okay, Deep. Hello,
Yeah,
Deep.
yeah.
You can take a stand. Take a stand, yes.
So, in my so if I want to conclude this whole discussion, I would like to add that up to a certain extent, stress is beneficial, but after breaching a certain limit, this stress it always damage you, always damage you mentally as well as physically. So you have to set that criteria from which point you should leave the stress and be in a calm full position or be in a mental peace position.
Yes, right. Okay, and what is your conclusion, Mehta?
Yes, I think, sir, I would like to conclude in such a manner that yes, definitely stress at a certain extent it is beneficial, but if you are managing it well, then it will be beneficial for you. So to manage your stress, I mean, there are so many adverse impact if you are not managing your stress well. It can take you to it can you can get into depression, and there are people who have committed suicide and end their life because of this, because they were not able to manage their stress. So
Hmm.
there is a very bad impact. So managing stress, there are certain things that we can follow. Like someone has said, yoga is the best thing. You should give some time to yourself, spend
Hmm.
some quality time with your friends and family, and always communicate with people, share your problems with each other.
Hmm.
That is one thing. And to spend do some activities which you like. So all these things, if you include in your lifestyle, then definitely we can overcome on stress and bring some positivity out of it.
Okay. Yes, Hemant. How will you conclude this?
Yeah, sir. So yeah, stress is a part of our life. If I said that it is not uh, wrong, wrong, ये मतलब यदि कहें तो गलत नहीं होगा. It is a part
Yes.
of our life. So yes, sir. How we manage this situation is very important. So जैसे I forget the name of सर का क्या नाम है सर?
Deep.
No, no, one
Rishi.
Mehta. As Mehta ji said that, yeah, we spend times with our family and talk with our situation
Yes, sir.
in
Okay.
with people. So it is the way. And one more thing I want to add it. Give matlab believe in faith in God. So when we people sometimes people don't pay attention our situation, get they forget. But if we come to God and say, God, this kind of situation I am facing, so please give me the way uh, where I reduce this situation. So there are if we talking to God, then we talking with inner part of our life. uh, so this will definitely boost, and our inner part has a solution for the problem.
Yes.
so so yeah, so this this is definitely the path, so the way where we go through that way, and we find some solution for our
Okay,
situation.
great, great.
Yes.
Yes. So you are talking about the our inner intellectual to manage ourselves,
Yes.
or we must start living with it. We must find a solution to live and manage the stress. Both goes side by side, right? So
Yes,
yes,
sir.
very correct. And today I didn't give or speak in between. I didn't find or I didn't say about the mistakes what you all have committed or not, because I wanted that uh, how you all are interacting. So I wanted that kind of session so that many people's or many of you are repeating the same phrases. Like everyone said, like managing the stress, but none of them spoke about living it together or living in harmony with the stress. That can be the phrase used. There are many phrases I found that which were lacking, but I am not deep diving into that right now because I think having an interaction is the best thing right now. So that is the reason. But you also were able to put your points forward. So that was the best thing, which best outcome. Yes. So I am just about to wind up now, and you all have performed really well. So I just wanted to get you rid out of your fear zone. Okay, many of you might be facing an interview. Many of you might be conducting a classes on daily basis in the school or in a professional life as well, wherever you go. So I think that having an interaction or healthy interaction will be a really fruitful outcome, right? So before I
Yes, sir.
wind up, what were your experience about this session? You can just let me know so that I can, whenever I get an opportunity. I will come. I will try to take it, and I will just include some of the very productive, healthy sessions. So let me know what was your interaction,
So,
how you were feeling about the session.
one point, one point I would like to add that so
Yes,
for
yes,
the
please.
next session, that will be our third lecture, our third discussion. So I
Yes.
would like to, if it is possible, to decipher about this subject of discussion. Can
Hmm.
you advance? Can you tell in advance which subject we are discussing in our next
Yes,
meeting?
yes,
So
please.
it will be a
Definitely. Now
it,
onwards, whatever the thing will be there, in advance, topic will be given to you.
so like stress or there are the thing. So we can prepare means
Yes.
we can prepare something about that thing
Today we
because
didn't. Yes.
because I have said everything in a random way. So
Yes, random thing I found that it was not organized.
yes,
And most of them we were speaking about positive and negative, but we didn't about, if you go deep dive into that, how it is uplifting our inner self. We didn't talk about that, and we didn't mention that which are the personalities who has really worked on that. There are many personalities we didn't work, try to bring that points into our children, how it is impacting our society.
yes,
That also we were mainly concerned about our health. But what about the society? What about if we go? There are many things associated with this thing. Our
yes,
even our personal life and professional life. Our people who are around us, they also may get impacted by our stress. Many a
definitely.
times the people get angry, and that whole burden is shifted to the family. So these
Yeah,
are
they,
its
they, it
yes,
shifted from hierarchy from higher power to the lower power. So they
yes.
shift their anger in a downstairs manner.
Yes, many times stress may uh, just deflect your own thought, and you may end up doing something wrong, or you may take hazardous action, like as one of you pointed about the suicide. And many of the people in the current situation, many are able just taking a due to crisis of financial thing, they go into the stress and they commit heinous crimes. Like one of the, I think, the corruption may be the one outcome of that, right?
Mm.
So that many things can be included, even our international relations, and that everything, our personal life, profession, everything gets impacted. So there are many things, but I was mainly concerned about the way you speak and how you are presenting yourself. We all have repeated our sentences a lot. One thing I found common, but while saying other, you might have thought that this is also the phrase can be used in the conversation. So one after the another, I found some of the words common which we all spoke, right? And each one added their own when they were trying to catch others' word, and they were trying to manipulate the things and all present their own. So that is a good thing, I would say, not a bad. But this is how we learn. Interaction is the best way, and right now you are doing that. So I didn't care. I was not more concerned about that whether you are speaking right or wrong. But are you able to speak? That was my main agenda. Yes, so yes, Deep, rightly, whatever you pointed out, I will just from now onwards, that thing I'm going to incorporate in this session next time. That I will let you know before that what is the main topic, core topic.
Yeah, well, I would like to suggest one controversial issue.
Yes, yes,
So
please.
whether live-in relationship. So after this murder happened in Delhi,
Yes.
so there was a huge debate on whether this relationship means the person who live together without marrying. I don't know. I forgot the exact name. A live-in
That case
relationship, I
was
think.
something like this. Is something Sashi might be knowing the name. Sashi, unmute yourself, and you. I think you know the name. What was the
Live-in
case?
relationship.
Yes, yes. Recently, one girl was stopped, and she was thrown into the river and
Shraddha,
many
I
places.
think so.
Are you
Shraddha
there,
murder case.
Sashi? Shraddha murder case. I think this is the right.
Yes, yes, Shraddha murder case. So I would mean so after this Shraddha
Yes,
murder case,
sir.
there was a huge discussion on the thing that whether in India this living relationship is a essential practice, or whether there are some other option, or other option that we can ban people
Excuse.
from living together. without marriage. So
Mhm.
I think this is one of the most controversial issue.
Yes,
So
yes.
if it is possible in this platform, so we should discuss a hot topic like this.
Okay, okay, okay. Deep, I next. I'm
It's my
just.
suggestion only.
Yes, yes. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to conduct that. But in a meanwhile, let us wait for some days. I will give each and everyone opportunity to take up with an to come up with their own activity, whatever they feel like. So I want this session to be going. So everyone will get an opportunity to come up with their whatever they feel like one at least one topic, so that they also feel that it will be these sessions will be helpful to them even, right? So yes, that I will try to incorporate it this thing. Okay. Yes, Mehta or Hemant, what are your views?
Uh, I think, sir, this kind of sessions are really helping because I also noted down few words which I was hearing first time, because most of the time I use corporate words and I try to make my sentence based on that only.
Hmm.
So I never discuss on such general things. So
Hmm.
this is helping personally me to understand, to look at topics, to explore new topics and use different words. So this will definitely
Yes,
help me.
definitely. Okay, Hemant.
Yes, sir. Thank you for creating this kind of session, sir. It's boost our confidence and our our speaking practice as well uh, going smooth. So thank you for this kind of session. It is my first session to attend with you
Yes.
on this group session. So
Hmm.
yeah, it will definitely helpful. So yeah, sir.
Yes,
Thank you, sir.
okay, fine, fine. Actually, yes, one of my student is there right now. His name is Shashi, but due to unfavorable climate or environment over there at his native place, so he's not able to just speak up or take a stand. So if yes, Shashi,
Yes,
hello.
sir.
So
Yes.
he has misheard the whole event. He was into this, but he was not able to speak. So you want to add something, Shashi? You want to speak? Otherwise, I'm winding up the session.
This type of sessions will always be helpful for everyone. And if you are conducting in the future these type sessions, it will improve of English fluencies and English speaking practice. And due to practice of English, we get to practice a lot with the different peoples and different topics. And that's you should give on in one so we should tell topic before to organize the sessions one
Yes,
time. Then
definitely.
then second time you will not tell topic to your student, and you will just say uh, speak up on this topic.
Yes,
It
yes,
will
very.
enhance the thought process and thinking process about that topic. Whatever they want, they know about that topic, they can speak or not.
Very correct. I will try to incorporate this, and I will try to abide by the sentence which you have told me right now.
Mm.
Okay. So today I just wanted fear or some other externality to get rid of that. That is the main agenda or milestone I wanted to achieve. Okay,
I am
fine.
very glad to that today that I get to speak up with another persons also, because
Okay.
around 3 months, around 2.5 months, I just speak up with you, and no, there is no other person out there. I am so happy to interact with new persons, Hemant, Deep, and these are
Mehta.
the. I think I don't know the
Yes,
name
Mehta.
of
His
another
name is
person.
Mehta.
Uh,
Mehtab, yeah.
Mehta.
Mehta.
Mehta
Hi,
ji.
Mehta.
So
And
Pune,
um,
I think Pune is one of the beautiful city in India. So living there was means one of the greatest thing one person can have. So you have achieved that you are a resident of Pune. Pune.
Yes,
Yes.
thank you.
Actually, his name is for me. His name is difficult.
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
Most of the people in India already the resistance of Pune from their born side, born since born.
one thing I
So
want to add something.
they
I
are
really face problem in remembering Mehtab's name.
yeah,
Okay.
it's
No,
Mehtab,
no.
one suggestion for you that you remove your this iPhone name is written over your profile. You can just add your name after this
okay.
class so that we can come to know that it's your name. Otherwise, whenever I just talk to you, I just remember your name meaning that your name meaning is moon. So if you
Okay.
don't take that, we will end up saying,
madam, you don't need to properly rename your phone iPhone to your name. You just
Hmm.
when
No.
you take a class, when you take a sessions, then you can rename your iPhone to
Yes.
your name.
I
And
would
then
like to
after
add.
that times
I would
you will
like
let
to.
it.
Yeah, I would like to add a sentence that adding I so this showing iPhone in his profile that this iPhone is written in his profile, so that is adding a value in his profile. This iPhone.
Yes, I want to speak up this thing, but I didn't speak that. It is not a sensible speaker,
I
so
did not actually
I
realize.
didn't
I
speak
did not
it.
realize that thing. Sorry to
So
interrupt you, but I have not registered on Zoom. I think that's why, because I just click
okay.
on link and automatically connect it. So I'll register first, so name will reflect.
But it is good that
okay,
okay we feel rich.
after
So we
this
feel
class
rich
you
that
can
it
register
is
only.
good to listen.
Actually, he is my new student. We have just conducted session for I think 4 to 5 class, right, Mehtab?
Yes, 4 to 5 class. Yeah,
So he is
last
my
week.
newcomer. Is
Yeah.
so yes, okay, fine.
Okay,
So yes,
So yeah, it is a very cosmopolitan group that we have person from all over the India.
yes.
Yes.
What
But they
uh,
all are. But they are all. The
I
common
think
thing is
I
that
think
they
you
all are suffering from
are
the
you Deep?
same issue.
Yes, you are Deep. Okay.
so Sashi wants to say something to Dave. What Sashi?
Uh, I don't want to say. Just I didn't get the name of that person who is speaking recently. So I said that are you Deep? So then I
Even these two other can't see your face, Sashi. You have no right to tell them.
Mm.
So the next time whenever you just turn this class on, try to just
uh,
on your camera if possible.
okay.
It gives us some kind of familiarity to us also that yes, we are not talking with the bot. We, we are into the live session. Yes, fine. So
Uh,
I want to wind up this session now. Okay, it was really I think this session was really fruitful, and I am also inspired looking at you all guys. Okay,
okay.
so okay, bye. Have a nice day.
Thank you,
Okay.
everyone.
Have a nice day too,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Okay,
Bye,
bye.
sir. Bye, sir.
Bye.